Howdy y'all, Riggs here. Welcome back to another edition of Riggs Indoors. And we are back in Mudrunner. But I'm not checking out a new map. I'm not checking out new tracks today. Just kind of doing a spur of the moment video. I was just talking to Frog. And there's been some news that has come out of the Mudrunner community. And I just want to share it with y'all. So, this is a message that Forces put out. I thought it was actually just call me Surge for a little bit, but this is actually from Forces, and it's a bit of a long letter, and I figured the best way to convey this message is to actually read exactly what's here. One thing you're going to notice if you go on to Mudrunner, you're not going, or if you go into the Steam workshop for Mudrunner, you're going to see that there's not going to be a lot of mods there right now from the likes of Forces or Frog or Spun or quite a few others. Unless you happen to be on the friends list, then you might see their mods. They've all been taken down from the Steam Workshop. So this is a bit of a long deal here. It's about an hour old. Or sorry, about 3 hours old. So without further ado, here we go. The bad news for all future releases for both Spintires and Mudrunner. Since the Spintires ban of my mods, and again, this is coming from Forces, right? Forces is the premier, one of the premier mod makers out there. You can't get better than him unless your name is Spin. Or, man, name's on the tip of my tongue. It'll come back to me. So anyway, he's had a ban on his mods. I'm not sure as to why. Other than for, he hasn't released or directly released any of his mods other than for friends or donators. But and I'm going to go back into first person reading from Forces here. But all of my requests have been put it out, and I strongly encourage people to learn how to make mods, model and animate. That's why I've made so many tutorials and still will continue to make more and more, because I want to set a bar for mods and want people to be able to go over it with ease and yet still make a great mod. But that's the issue. Great mods mean great models, which will catch the eye of those who are lazy and decide to go the easy way and get a program to steal. So what happened? Some models got stolen, models that have many hours burnt into them from professional or just users like Brett's Chevy models. Two of the best models I've seen have been stolen, ignoring all the work or all of the hard work that Spun put into them. Those two are the Bronco and the Suburban. And I'm going to tell you right now, Spun Suburban, I actually have it in the game right now. That is one of my favorite models, and you guys know that. So how? Most likely they use Ninja Ripper on DirectX 11 wrapper mode, judging from the quality of the model and how clean it loaded. I constantly rip my models to make them be as scattered around, so bad normals, jagged edges, off-scaled pieces, and overall parts scattered around the scene as much as I can to just make the guy who is stealing it be frustrated for the amount of work that will need to make them all be one again. So again, what he's doing is he's making the model, right? So it'll come out something like one of these vehicles here, right? Okay, and then he'll put like a door on one edge of the screen, and he'll put a tire next to the door. Like, he'll make it a jigsaw puzzle so that these guys have to, put it all back together again inside the 3D modeling program. If y'all get what I'm trying to say. So is this something new? Now, this is something I constantly complain to developers. Make a way to protect your files. Why, if Farming Sim can have, we can't? Why GTA 5 can and we can't? A game driven by the community should have a way to protect their files. And I don't disagree with that one bit. I mean, these guys, they work hard to create these things. They're not. I mean, a lot of them aren't getting paid for this. I mean, they do it as a hobby. I mean, look at Frog. I mean, sure, he's got a couple paid models that I know he's working on, but most of the ones he's released on the Steam Workshop, I'm gonna tell you right now, he did those out of his spare time because he gets bored and he needs something to do, keep himself busy, and that sucks when somebody has to come along and just take all your hard work. You can't, and it's not protected because the game developers, they didn't make that section protected, right? So is Force 19 taking any action? Yes, we will as a team. Just Call Me Surge, Smar19, AUS, and RC Buzz, and of course Forces, decided to delete or set to friends only all of our mods and also clean our friends list, leave the close friends. Why is this different? Some of the models are being sold for $150 in GTA 5 forums. And at first I didn't mind when my K5 got stolen back in Spintires for a GTA San Andreas mod, but this time it's different, and it's not for the money. It's because we place so much work into mods, and now that we see them stolen, it's like a stab in our backs from the people that we deliver our mods to. This is a bad rep for us, the Blender users, too. If you know by any chance that guy Dick Facey, please tell him to make him stop. Or please tell us to make him stop. Alright. Till then, you will only see pics, and if you're on my friends list, better celebrate with a cake every day, because I'll be cleaning it. Now, Forces, you got to remember, I believe he's from Venezuela, and it was actually kind of hard to read his English. Very well done for a guy whose native language is not English. So it's a little bit hard for me to read. It kind of broken up a little bit, and then I had to add a few words to make it make sense on the spur of the moment. But anyway, that's the gist of it. You're not going to see a lot of mods. I mean, you're going to see some mods. It's going to get very watered down in that workshop, as exactly what I said last week, which is not making me happy at all. And, you know, I hate the fact that I've done 7 minutes and 40 seconds, and I haven't driven anywhere yet. So I need to drive a little bit, and oh, not in this. This was probably a stolen model, now that I think about it. Very well could have been. But I want to drive in my favorite vehicle, the Suburban. Put a few things on there. But anyway, I just want to talk a little bit just about exactly what Forces said in that. And Frog has pulled his mods to friends only as well. So going forward, I'm not going to be putting links to these mods. Everything I link to is on the Steam Workshop anyway. And it's not going to be hard to find some of them. But I won't even be linking these mods, like even the maps. I'm still going to be doing what I can for my friends, but it kind of sucks that, I mean, I think I have Surge on my friends list. I don't have Forces. I do have Smar, so, you know, I can get some of these models, or not models, but some of these mods, and be able to still do these reviews, but it's just not going to be fun because they're not accessible to the rest of y'all, and it's been ruined by a lazy few. I mean, if you want to get into the mod making business, don't be stealing other people's hard work. I mean, plain simple. I mean, you're not going to do that in your day job. You get canned. It's called plagiarism, for Pete's sake. Right? You got to create your own material. And even though it's free, like these guys are doing it for nothing. Absolutely nothing. And, well, for the most part, I mean, Forces does do a little bit of donated work. So you donate however much you want, and he'll make you a mod, right? Wow, this is going to be a bit of a challenge. So anyway, today is going to be a shorter video just because I don't want to have you guys like hear me listening like rambling on. I mean, unless you always want me to start a new series like Riggs's Rants or something, which would probably be on the other channel, the Riggs Evs. I don't know if y'all noticed that I changed it or changed the name. In fact, it's got barely any subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to that yet, go ahead. The link is on the right side of your screen right now if you're watching this in a browser or like a web browser on a computer. Unless you have it in full screen mode, then it won't show up. But anyway, back to the main topic of today's episode. I like these guys, and even though they're pulling, I respect everything that they're doing and why. I mean, if I worked endless hours to create things so people could enjoy and then just have it stolen and somebody else take the credit to it, that's the piss off right there. Is these guys that are stealing it are taking the credit. They're not just, stealing it, They're taking the entire credit for owning it. Oh, crap. And that is the extreme piss off. Like, how would you feel if you made something? It doesn't matter what. Just use your imagination on that. And it was the best thing in the world. I mean, it was like a new invention. Something that the world needs. And then somebody came along and not only just ripped it out of your hands, but then also went and took major credit for it. I mean, it is what it is. But at the end, you got to do what you got to do in order to protect yourself. And I respect anybody who does do that, pulling out the workshop or doing the friends only thing. I respect that decision. And I'm not going to go out asking them like, hey, add me. I don't have you yet. Now, if they want to add me on their friends list, I'm all cool for it, and I will review their mods as they come out. In fact, I would prefer that because I tend to go to friends mods before I go to anybody else's. And all you gotta do is be on my friends list. Seriously. But anyway, if any of y'all modders are watching this, keep that to heart, as I do appreciate every one of y'all's work, no matter how small it is. Except right now, Castaway, I'm not appreciating this moment in time. I think I'm stuck bad. But anyway, it sucks that where we live in, everybody expects something to get something for free. And, I'm going to say this right now to Frog. I mean, I know he's watching. He doesn't miss a single one of my vids. And I know I've been hassling you about making a mod for me. I mean, I know it's going to happen in time. And, I mean, I can only expect that, hey, I'm your good buddy. But at the same time, you want me to pay for it, I'll pay for it. And if we have to go to a pay-for-mod system just like American Truck Simulator or ETS2 have gone that route, then hell, so be it. It is what it is. If you want quality mods. If not, you can deal with and just use 90% of the mods on the Steam Workshop right now. Like 90% of the mods coming out, probably stolen models. Or, pardon me, I just burped. I don't know if y'all heard that. Tried to turn my head quick enough. Had a gassy day. But anyways, as I was saying, the mods that are coming out of the workshop right now, most of them are stolen, more than likely. Or they're just not that really great models. I mean, it's the guys that are taking offense to this whole thing that are removing their mods. And I'm not just upset because they're removing their mods. Hell, I mean, like I said, I respect that decision. I am completely upset with the guys that are stealing these guys' work. Plain and simple. And if I ever come across anybody that does that, they're going to get an earful. And maybe a smack upside the head if it's in person. But anyway, I'm completely stuck on this rock. I don't know if I was even supposed to go this way. Looks like I wasn't. So I'm going to back up and get out of here. And if y'all didn't notice, on the bright side, I do have DevTools back up, which means I have the latest version of Mudrunner mod. And I don't know if you can hear the difference, but I have a new microphone set up, so hopefully it sounds better for y'all. I didn't really enjoy the comment that I got on the review of the aisle. The only comment that was there, by the way, too. So, well, up until I think yesterday, just saying my voice sounded like AIDS. Didn't really enjoy that. But anyway, trying out a few different things. So please, if you guys want to protect these modders, I mean, that's all that I want to see on thumbs up for this video. This thumbs up, that thumbs up button, it literally means I want to see thumbs down. I want to see thumbs down all over this video. Every viewer, if you made it this far into the video, give me a thumbs down right now, because I want to show how many people are upset out of my subscribers, out of my viewers. And I appreciate every one of y'all coming in and watching my videos. I really do. And I hope there's going to be many more. But if it's going to really suck if I can't put out videos that you guys can't see. So, it is what it is. And going forward, I will do what I can to share the best of the best with y'all. But it's going to be a challenge. So now that I'm back on the trail, until next time, I'll catch y'all later.